To make your fur laptop cover, you'll need 2 pieces of fur cut to the size of your pattern. You'll also need 2 pieces of Pellon. This is a padding that has an iron-on side to it. You'll notice that one side is slightly rough. This is where the glue is. To start with, you need to take your first piece of fur and turn it over. Put your Pellon on top and make sure that the rough side is facing down against the wrong side of your fur. This will need to be ironed in place. It may take some time because the fur is quite thick. You'll need to do this now to the second side, making sure that the rough side of your Pellon is facing the wrong side of your fur. Neaten up some of your edges now if some of the Pellon is just hanging out the sides. I'm going to put the zip in now, so using one piece, this is where the zip is going to go. Put your zip down and line up the top of the zip with the edge of the material, and the tail will hang over the end. Turn it upside down and line the edges up. Pin this in place through all the layers. You're going to use your zipper foot now on your sewing machine, and it's best if you stitch as close to the zip as you can. Using a back stitch at each end, you'll stitch along here. When you've done that, take your second piece and put that down, and then turn everything over and place it on top like this. Line up the edges and pin the top edges all together through all the layers, just like you did with the first side. Stitch this in place, again with the back stitch at each end, as close to the zip as you can. Now that you've done this, you'll need to do a little row of top stitching along this edge here, on the edge of the foot. This will neaten it off and give a nice finish. You can just see my top stitching there. Undo your zip now, not past the end of your laptop cover though. Leave the tail hanging out. Fold the 2 pieces in half and fold down the sides really carefully and pin through all the layers. Join up the sides and the edges together and pin down these sides. Go to the other side now and join up the 2 little metal pieces at the top end there. Make sure they're lined up and pin through all the layers here. Flatten everything out, and then now you can pin around the whole edge. When you'll stitch down on a 1 cm seam allowance. Go carefully around the corners, along here, around the corner and back up. Make sure you back stitch at the top. When that's finished, you can cut off the tail that's hanging out with the edge. Turn your laptop cover in the right way. Making sure to push all the corners right through. Now let's check to see if the zip works. Great. Pop your laptop inside and now you're finished. Well done.